I'm about to show you how I made $500 in just 3 hours without selling anything to anyone. No cold DMs, no awkward client calls, no begging people to buy something they didn't ask for. And before you think, yeah, right, another internet money fairy tale, I'm literally going to walk you through every click, every site, and every AI tool I used, so you can see exactly how it worked and maybe even beat my results. In fact, I'll even show you where I wasted 30 minutes and how you can avoid that, which means you could probably do this in 2.5 hours flat. When I woke up that morning, I wasn't planning on some magic cash grab. I was honestly just testing how far I could push AI into actual, immediate cash generation without needing to market or convince anyone to hand me money. I wanted proof that if you strip away sales and networking, there's still a path to making real, tangible cash in a few hours. The trick, as I found out, isn't one single golden ticket platform. It is stacking quick, verifiable microtasks that AI can either do for you or make you lightning fast at. Think of it like a race. The faster you can complete tasks that pay, the more you can cram into your time window. And AI is basically your turbo boost. The first move I made was opening up Toloka, a platform where you can get paid for small tasks like categorizing images, labeling audio, or checking search results. These are not the 5 cents an hour kind of gigs people roll their eyes at. Toloka's better paying tasks can hit $5 to $20 per completion. If you know which ones to grab, here's the hack. Most people click into a task and start manually reading every instruction, fumbling through and wasting time. I copy the task instructions straight into ChatGPT and ask it to explain the quickest, most efficient way to handle them. Then I feed it a few sample inputs from the task so it can give me answering patterns that fit the requirements. This doesn't break any rules because you are still making the final decisions. AI just helps you process them faster. In my first 30 minutes, I picked 3 medium-paying audio transcription tasks. The audio clips were short, around 30 seconds each, but most people take a few minutes per clip. I ran each clip through Whisper, an open-source AI transcription tool, and instantly had clean text. Then I just did a quick pass to fix names and tricky words, which took maybe 15 seconds each. Boom, what normally takes someone 15 minutes, I did in under 2. By the end of that first batch, I'd made $65. While those were processing, I opened up Clickworker. They had a set of product description improvement tasks, essentially rewriting dull, old e-commerce blurbs into something engaging. Normally, this is a slog, but with AI, it's like cheating without cheating. I pasted each original description into ChatGPT with a very specific prompt. Rewrite this product description to be clear, persuasive, and under 60 words, using plain English and a friendly tone. The results were so clean that I barely had to edit them. 10 descriptions, $5 each, 20 minutes. That's $50, and I hadn't even finished my coffee. Then came the wild card, Kaggle competitions. And before you think I'm talking about advanced machine learning coding wizardry, relax. Some competitions aren't about building complex algorithms from scratch. They're about improving existing ones by tiny percentages. And some even pay out smaller side bounties for clean data annotations or creative feature engineering ideas. I spotted a competition offering $100 for the top 5 fastest and cleanest labeled datasets in a specific image category. I already knew AI could spot and label those images in seconds using a free vision model. I downloaded the dataset, ran it through an AI image tagging tool, and spent maybe 10 minutes checking for mislabels. Submitted it, and 20 minutes later I had a confirmation that my submission was one of the 5 winners. That's another $100, and it felt almost unfair. By now, I was at $215, and we weren't even halfway through the time window. This is where the stacking really pays off. I went back to Toloka and grabbed a batch of search relevance tasks. These pay you to check if search results match the query, something AI is absurdly good at explaining. I'd paste the query and result into ChatGPT and ask, does this match? Answer yes or no, and explain why in less than 10 words. That way I had an instant gut check before clicking my final answer. In 25 minutes, I cleared 40 tasks at $2 each. It's $80. My total $295. Now here's where I made my big mistake. I saw a tempting audio-to-text job on another platform that paid $30 per long clip. It looked like a gold mine. I jumped in, ran the first clip through Whisper, and realized halfway through that the audio quality was garbage. Multiple people talking over each other, heavy accents, and background noise. It took me 15 minutes to clean one file, and I still wasn't confident it was accurate enough. I bailed, but I lost half an hour and some momentum. Learn from me. Check a sample before you commit, and if it's too messy, skip it. The high rate per task is useless if it eats your clock. Shaking that off, I pivoted to a pure AI-friendly task: document summarization on a platform called Remotasks. They'd upload long policy documents and pay $3 to $7 per accurate summary. Normally, reading a dense 10-page policy would take me 15 minutes, but here's the shortcut. I'd paste the text into ChatGPT and prompt, "Summarize this document in exactly 5 bullet points, each under 12 words, preserving key obligations and dates." I'd compare that summary with the doc to make sure it covered the essentials, tweak a few words, and submit. In 40 minutes, I cleared 14 summaries at an average of $5 each. At $70 added to the pile, bringing me to $365. At this point, I was 2 hours in and feeling that dangerous mix of confidence and greed. I wanted to push over the $500 line hard. I looked for one more high-yield option and remembered an overlooked gem: image background removal and cleanup for stock photo sites. There's a constant stream of small payouts for editing batches of images. AI tools like Remove, Canva, or Photoshop's neural filters can make it instant. I grabbed 3 batches, each about 20 images at $25 per batch. In about 30 minutes, I'd processed all 3. Download, run through AI, spot check edges, upload. That's $75 more. The final stretch was a return to Clickworker for a small batch of metadata tagging for videos. The task? Watch the first 10 seconds of a clip, tag the scene type, lighting, and main objects. I didn't even have to watch the full clip. The first frame was often enough. I ran each frame through an image recognition AI for a fast tag suggestion, verified it, and moved on. 10 minutes, 10 videos, $6 each? That's $60. And just like that, I crossed $500. Actually, $500 exactly, not counting the botched audio job I abandoned. Now here's the thing. I didn't do anything magical. Every single platform I used is public. Every AI tool I used is free or freemium. The magic is in combining them, picking only the high-yield tasks, and letting AI cut your completion time by 70 to 90%. This wasn't passive income. It was active. It's focused work. But it was fast, painless, and didn't require convincing a single person to buy from me. Could you do this in less than 3 hours? Absolutely. If you skip the bad task I fell for and go straight for the high-paying, AI-friendly ones, I think 2 hours is totally possible. Could you scale it beyond $500? Definitely, but here's the warning. These high-paying micro-tasks are competitive. The trick is to pounce when they're fresh, which is why I recommend checking the platforms early in the morning or right after a known update cycle. And if you're wondering, yes, I cashed out that $500 the same day. No month-long wait, no pending until next quarter nonsense. Just real money hitting my account from work that, in many cases, took me longer to log into than to actually do. I'll tell you what's even more interesting. After that day, I ran the same playbook twice more over the next week. The second time I made $420 in under 3 hours, and the third time I hit $515. The difference? Availability of high-value tasks? This isn't a guaranteed daily paycheck. But if you treat it like a skill, knowing where to look, how to leverage AI, and when to act, it's a reliable emergency cash button. So if you want to try this yourself, here's the condensed sequence. Sign up for Toloka, Clickworker, Remotasks, and browse Kaggle's competitions for low-barrier bounties. Install or bookmark AI helpers like Whisper for audio, ChatGPT for text, and a good image recognition tool. When you log in, scan for high-paying tasks that AI can accelerate. Transcription, summarization, labeling, rewriting. Skip anything messy or overly manual. Work in focused 20-minute sprints and batch similar tasks together so you stay in flow. And always keep a backup task ready in another tab, so you are never idle waiting for a platform to load the next batch. It's not glamorous. Won't be renting a Lamborghini off this tomorrow. But if you need a fast, realistic, no-sales burst of income, this is one of the most efficient ways I've found to turn AI's speed into actual cash you can spend. And I think with practice, you might even beat my time. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please let me know in the comments. See you on the next one.